And at that point, you make happy to other people as well. So cherish that moment. When, when you talk with your loved ones, your spouse, your sibling, your children, your parents, how you feel? Make a point on daily basis. At least you talk a constructive. Constructive means a planned communication with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. Call your friends. That is a happy moment when you feel alive. Yes. These are very simple things you all can do. Very good. Now, third part is evaluation. Do we need evaluation in our life? Depends. I agree with Ron this time. Depends. Everybody got their own belief, and as per their belief, they perceive everything. So their perception is for them, not for us. But we take burden of that, and we carry that, and we are unhappy. We forget to fulfill our wishes because we have to fulfill somebody else's wishes because XYZ reason. Yes. First of all, you all need to write down what are the things that you would love to do, you enjoy doing. First, make a list of all that thing, and then gradually start implementing that in your day-to-day life. Okay. So in our life, to cherish our life, to make our life happy, we have so many people. We have family, we have friends, right? So in Toastmasters meeting, to make this meeting successful, we have role players, tag team. So now I'm going to call all the role players. First, I'll call timer, Divyank, Toastmaster Divyank. I have one question for you. You have to tell at least minimum one thing that you love to do.
Love to eat. Love eating outside.
Okay, that you can do on daily basis,
No, not
which is not hygienic and healthy.
the only thing.
Can you think of something else?
Talking to my family.
Very good. Continue doing that. Talking with my family.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tanuja, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the timer of the day. As the timer, my duty is to time the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. For prepared speech, the time allotted varies as per the project and will be stated by the evaluator. For instance, for an icebreaker, the time allocated is 4 to 6 minutes. For table topics, the time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. For evaluations, the time allotted is 2 to 3 minutes. Speakers must meet the specified time limit to qualify for the awards at the end of the meeting. I will display green screen at the minimum qualifying time, yellow screen at the midpoint of the qualifying time, and red screen at the maximum qualifying time till the end of the speech. For prepared speech and evaluations, the speakers has 30 seconds grace before the minimum qualifying time and after the maximum qualifying time. For table topics, there is a grace of 30 seconds only after the red screen is displayed. All speakers who continue to speak beyond the 30 seconds grace will not qualify for the vote. I will report the time taken by the speakers when called upon. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Toastmaster Tanuja.
Let's call upon AHA counter, Toastmaster Ajay. Tell me what is the one thing that you love to do on daily basis?
Any question for me?
Yes, same for everyone. So you all can prepare.
I would love, as of now, I'd love to take a trip because it's been long gone. I've taken a vacation. So, yeah.
Very good.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Toastmaster Ajay, and I'm the counter for today. My duty as an counter is to listen attentively to each speaker and make a note of the following, as in the crutch sounds. For instance, the filler words. For instance, but, like, so, okay. Filler phrases like you know and so, and extremely long pauses and short pauses. When called upon, my report will give an account of these speaking errors. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Dheeraj, the grammarian. What is the one thing that you would love to do on daily basis?
Okay, so one thing that I love to do on daily basis, and if I miss that activity, I feel that my day will not be good. So that activity is daily early morning running, and it has many advantages. I will come up with the positive advantages, and I will give my speech. Okay, first speech. Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster and the guest. As a grammarian, I will be closely monitoring the speeches of all the speakers. I will take the note of improper usage of English as well as good usage of English. As a grammarian, I will be introducing the word of the day, that is Palmary, meaning outstanding and excellent. Its example can be Homi J. Baba made Palmary contribution in the field of nuclear science. And the phrase of the day is a beacon of inspiration. That means a source of strength and guidance. And example can be a mentor in the Toastmaster, a beacon of inspiration because they give their time and energy for the development of their mentee. All are requested to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. And if someone uses the word of the day and phrase of the day, please show thumbs up in support of that person. I will give my report when called upon by a general evaluator. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Now let's start with the prepared speeches. I would like to call for the evaluator of the first speech, Toastmaster Toastmaster Ashwini.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Ashwini. I will be evaluating the speech of the first speaker, Toastmaster Dhwani Shah. Please note that the Toastmaster Dhwani is giving her Level 1 Project 2 speech from the Pathway Motivational Strategy. Timer, please note that the time allotted to her speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All of us expected Palmary speech from you. All the best and thank you.
Toastmaster Dhwani. Confusion, Toastmaster Dhwani.
Being in your 20s is so confusing. You wonder whether you will regret going out too much or staying in too much, focusing on your career too much or not being ambitious enough, spreading yourself too thin within friendship and not having enough friends, or being too mature or being too childish. Am I the only one, or everyone has felt that once in a while? So, hello and a very warm welcome to one and all present here. This is Dwanisha and I'm here with a story of my own confusion. So 2023 has been a year very dramatic for me and I've learned a lot from it. But let's begin from the beginning. I started this year with having a feeling of loneliness. Loneliness to a certain extent that I questioned myself, 8 billion plus people in the world, not one best friend, 500 plus social media followers, but not one person to call when I needed the most. I guess it is all just a delulu. I'm Gen Z and it's delusion. So after all of that, I questioned myself and I went through a series of questioning. I understood that it wasn't that I did not make friends or did not go ahead and talk to them. It was because I took that red flag phase so seriously that I cancel out people who did not fit into my ideal list. Example, do you like Bollywood songs? Nah, not my type. You like slow songs? Nah, not really. You like rap? One where people don't really understand the lyrics, but they do. Um, Never mind. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of that was me. And I did not really understand what was happening. But one thing was for sure, that if I didn't really make friends or accepted the people as they were with all of their choices, I might be lonely for the rest of the year. So I started accepting. You all know a game where individuals stand in a straight line, one person from the one end says something in the ears of the other, and it reaches the last person. And when he speaks out, that is 99% very different from where it started. What is that, Non? What is that game? Very rightly said, Chinese whisper. I guess that happened with me this time. I said more acceptance, my brain understood, people pleasing, being everyone's favorite. So it was not until April my day began. Oh my God, are you hearing Taylor Swift? Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with every guitar string car on my hand? I take this magnetic force of a man to be. No. That is not my favorite song. Slow song from our playlist, remember? ये जमाना बेशरम है ना इसका धर्म है क्यों ढूंढे है तू इसमें बंदगी. Rap, right? Do you listen to MTV Hustle? Oh yeah, I did it yesterday and it was really nice. Kaden fan. Hi, how are you? Really nice talking to you. Yes, all the four of us, again me. I think I had major identity crisis until then. Because that did not just stop on music taste, it was everywhere. Even if I walked on street and two people noticed me or stared or anything, regular stuff that happens on street, I used to look down on myself. I think, are the shoes wrong, pants wrong, shirt wrong, hair wrong, or something on my face is wrong? And with all these confusion heading myself in parallel universe, I continued. Even speaking on the stage makes me wonder that what are people thinking? Am I understood well? Or is somebody having misunderstanding with the speech that I'm saying? Or is there some confusion? Or am I doing good, not doing good? Everything goes on in my head constantly. And actually, out of one day, just sitting in the bed and just scrolling and doing nothing, I was searching through reels. And there I found a beacon of inspiration for me. And that was a quote which said, you only feel lonely when you do not enjoy your own company. After that thing, I cried for hours, I guess. It was then when I understood that it wasn't about accepting the people, it was also about accepting yourself with all the scars that you have. Facing all the fears that you have is more amazing. It is not about what outside of the world thinks, it is also about the what inside of you think of yourself. And since that day, I got to know that the journey of self-love starts with self-hate at the very start. I believe that my self-hate massively has been over, and I hope that the rest of the journey that comes ahead of me brings happiness. I'd like to conclude by saying that I have learned it the very hard way. It's not really important for us to make others happy. It is important for us to make ourselves happy. And that is very important. Also, please be brave, have faith in yourself, and go find out what makes you all happy. Whether that be dancing, singing, having a job, leaving a job, and going out and finding what actually makes us happy. As TMOD asked us today, what makes us happy is a question that changes everything. Our aspect through what we do all together in our day is better. So be brave, have faith in yourself, go ahead with the flow, and make sure that you do everything, and most importantly, accept the randomness that life throws at you. And when in confusion, Everyone with me, raise your hands, right hand, put it across your chest and say, all is well. 3, 2, 1. All is well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm going to call Toastmaster Dharmesh because Toastmaster Dharmesh is going to evaluate Toastmaster. Okay. Now our second speaker, evaluator is Jinal, but her evaluation is going to evaluate by Toastmaster Dharmesh. Toastmaster Dharmesh.
Hello everyone. Today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Jilna's evaluation. Her pathway is presentation mastery. She is completing her level 1 and this is her third project. And the objective of her this project is to give constructive feedback to somebody else's speech. Okay. No, I'm asking questions. No.
Okay. Now our second speaker's evaluator is Toastmaster Jinal.
So Toastmaster Mahima is giving her level 1 project 2 speech, which is about, sorry, project 3, about using vocal variety and body language to enhance her speech. So best wishes, Toastmaster Mahima. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Our second speaker, Toastmaster Mahima. Finding your cheese, Toastmaster Mahima.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Let's go back in time about 3 years ago. Remember when our Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared a lockdown on March 24, 2020 because of COVID-19? That was a big change for all of us, but it taught us a lot of things about how to deal with changes. It's like we started using telemedicine to talk to doctors, and when school and colleges were closed, we started learning online. Also, I think a lot of us have started working from home, which means we can comfortably working from home in our pajamas. All these changes have become part of our life, making it more flexible and improved. I think it's important to think about how we deal with adaptation because it is something we all deal with day in and day out. It's like we can either embrace the change and make the best out of them, or we can let them hold you back. Today, I want to share a story with you from the book Who Moved My Cheese from Dr. Spencer Johnson. Before I start my story, can I see a quick raise of hand who have read this book? Oh, wow. A lot of people have. For those who haven't, I hope you get an idea by end of my speech. So the story starts with, it involves 4 characters, namely 2 mice, Sniff and Scurry, and 2 human beings, Ham and Haw. They all live in a maze and rely on cheese for their happiness. They all wake up early each morning, put on their running shoes, and run into the maze to find their favorite cheese. As days passes by, eventually they found an enormous amount of cheese at one corner of a maze.
After some days, they are enjoying their cheese. And as on one hand, Sniff and Scurry continue to wake up early every morning and see if there's any change in their cheese supply. And if their cheese is available, they enjoy the cheese for throughout the day. While on the other hand, Ham and Haw started waking up late and they walked toward that cheese spot and with the thought that cheese would always be available for rest of their life. As time passes by, they all were enjoying the cheese until one day when all cheese was gone. When Sniff and Scurry early arrived that day, they were not shocked because they know cheese supply was reducing day by day. They were aware of the changes. So they simply put on their running shoes and venture out to find new cheese. When Ham and Haw arrived that day, they were shocked. They were not ready to accept that cheese is gone. Where the cheese is gone? They go back home with a thought that cheese would be back next day. But the next day situation is same. After some time, Sniff and Scurry find a new cheese spot. While Ham started to blaming other for this situation, stating that why this is happening to me? Why me? God, why are you doing this to me? He was in so denial to accept that change. After some time, Haw realized that what error he is making, what fear is doing to him. So he tried to communicate same thing to Ham, but Ham just didn't want to listen. He just wanted to be in that state that cheese would be back one day, but it did not. So Haw built up some courage and ventured out in that dark maze to find the new cheese. At first, the journey was hard for him. He was not ready for the challenges he's going to face. But eventually, he started enjoying the adventure. He wished, why didn't he start looking for the cheese earlier? After some time, he finally found the cheese where Sniff and Scurry, the two mice, are enjoying their cheese. You see, in this whole story, the cheese is a symbol for the things we really want in our life. It could be our dream job, our goals, or maybe something fun like our favorite TV shows. To get to that cheese, we have to pass through a maze filled with full of surprises, uncertainty, and the things we didn't expect. It's also a symbol for the time and effort we put to get to that cheese. But the main point of the story is how we deal with the changes that come our way. To sum it up, Who Moved My Cheese wasn't just a book. It's a manual that guides us through up and down of the life. It's like we can either create our own opportunity by ourselves, and we can achieve if we try to accept the change which is coming in our way, and we can achieve the things which we really want. I hope I have illustrated the power of adaptation and courage to accept changes, explained by Dr. Spencer in the book. So the next time when life throws you a cheese-moving moment, accept it with a positivity and think it as a new journey in your life, new chapter in your life. And always remember a wise word from Dr. Spencer. Learn from a mistake, find humor in them, make changes, and strive to do better. Thank you.
Our next speaker's evaluator is Toastmaster Amrita. Okay, 1 minute for filling up the. Our next speaker's evaluator is Toastmaster Amruta.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Sakshi. Today, I will be evaluating the speech given by Toastmaster Sakshi. She is delivering level 3 elective from Pathway Persuasive Speaking. Timer, please note, time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Sakshi. Over to you.
Toastmaster Sakshi. Hakuna Batata. Hakuna Batata. Toastmaster Sakshi.
Thank you. What are you trying to make? Oh no, potatoes again? What? I cannot eat potatoes every day. You know, if you'll eat potatoes every day, you'll become like a potato one day. Mom, tell her no. And wait a minute, what are you even trying to make? Huh? An Italian dish, gnocchi. You know, that is such a difficult dish that even Italian bakers don't sell it in their bakeries. Try something easy, no? Well, this was my brother trying to scare the hell out of me while I was trying to make gnocchi. Now, this is an Italian dish. And that day, it was a family movie night day. And I wanted to do something special. So I decided that I'll be making gnocchi. Do you know what gnocchi is? Anyone? So gnocchi are soft, pillowy potato bites, which when goes into your mouth, they just melt. And I wanted to make that. And how many of you here are potato who like potatoes? How many of you here now love potatoes right from your heart, like from your heart? Yes, yes. There you are. Because I have made more than 30 potato dishes and only 15 plus potato cutlets. So you can call me a potato pro chef. And you know the best part about potatoes? The best part about potatoes is that they're neutral in taste and they can be combined and mixed with everything and anything. And that's why this potato is my beacon of inspiration to cook. But not this time. This time I had to make gnocchi. And you know, making gnocchi it's easy. First, all you have to do is just boil potatoes. And then once the potatoes are boiled, you have to add flour to it. Once you add flour to it, you have to make a dough out of it. Once the dough is ready, you have to make small balls out of it, put it in the boiling water, and once it is cooked, you strain them and then add it to the pan, and then saute it nicely and garnish it, and then you eat it. That's it. But this time it was difficult. This was a challenge for me, given to me by my brother. So I removed my weapons, I assembled all my weapons, aka ingredients, to fight this challenge. My potatoes were boiling. Once they were ready, I added the flour to it. Now this was the tricky part. I added flour to it and I was trying to bring it all together, but it won't. So I added more potato. It won't. More flour to it. Won't. Potato, flour, potato, flour, potato, flour. I don't know what was going on. Something was there. Something which was too stretchy. And I knew that making balls out of it was very difficult. So I made imperfect ones. I made these imperfect balls and put it in the boiling water. What I can see, these balls were melting. I could have made a potato soup out of it. So hurriedly, I removed them, I strained them, and then I added them to the pan. What I can see, these now potato balls are turning back into potato mash. Oh my God, my parents are waiting there at the table to eat, just to eat this. But here's a chance. I'm too scared and I'm disappointed. I know that I have failed,
but I had to give it a try. Chalo, at least give it a try. So it may not look right, but I can make it taste right. And if you wonder what real gnocchi looks, it looks like this. And what I made, it looked like this. Now, this was a disaster. However, just to make it taste right, you can see I have added a little bit of cheese on it and some oregano, which is there somewhere. I took this pan right on the table and put it in front of my parents. My papa was like, "Ye hame khana hai." And my brother, "Aloo ki sabzi." मैं नहीं खाऊं पाऊंगा. And that's when my papa took his first bite. I said, इतना भी बुरा नहीं बना है. And that's when I took my first bite and I realized, oh, it's not that bad. It just looks bad. And that day, I realized that sometimes it is about trying. Throughout my life, I have tried different things. I have done internships in 4 different marketing aspects. During my college days, I have participated in 5 different committees. When it comes to my hobbies, I have done crocheting of a hat to running marathons. Just thinking that I should have to give it a try. No, just give it a try. Dekh lete kya ho jayega. And that day, while I was eating this, the movie that we were watching, that was The Lion King. And then the song rang, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. And that's when I realized this is my mantra, Hakuna Batata. Because potato is my life. This is my inspiration. You can blend and mix it with everything and anything you want. So next time, if you want to do something in your life, maybe where you want to get out of your comfort zone, maybe you want to leave your job, all you have to say is Hakuna. When you want to go for a solo trek alone, all you have to say is Hakuna. Or when you want to make another potato dish, Hakuna. Because remember, as long as you don't give up, you cannot mess up. So Hakuna. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next speak, 1 minute for recommendation. Our next speaker's evaluator is Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Thank you. Good evening once again, everyone. My target speaker for today is Toastmaster Anand, and he's going to be attempting the project Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this project is for him to define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and he will also be sharing some aspect of an experience as a mentor or as a protege in his speech. All the best. Timer, please note 5 to 7 minutes.
Toastmaster Anand.
Pack your bags.
Pack your bags. Pack your bags, Toastmaster Anand.
We all feel life's like a straight line. But then a sharp corner comes, which is full of surprises, which could be exciting or even frightening. And in different settings of life, through school, college, and even workplace. One of the most memorable and exciting moments during school was the school picnic. Everyone used to be excited about it. Raise your hands if you're excited about school picnics. But I wasn't. I used to be anxious and would ask my parents, what if I threw up on the bus? What if someone else threw up on me? What if I soil my clothes? What if mosquitoes bite me? What if my toothpaste gets stolen? All the kinds of silly excuses and questions to pester my parents. My parents would want me to help me feel protected and answer all my questions and sometimes add on to the extra baggage. They would help me pack my bags and get me ready for the next journey of my life. My parents were very happy to pack my bags and send me to a hostel for the next higher studies. Now, college life was like a paid vacation, especially hostel life during teenage years, with no eyes judgmental about you, no bedtime rules. It was absolutely my life, my rules. But then the music stopped when it was time for the college placements. Because unlike others, college mates, I was a 5-pointer. And there was not much options for college placements for me. So what I did is I packed my bags and headed for the college gate for the next trip back home. मैं फिक्र को धुएं में उड़ाता चला गया. And as I was sitting at the college gate, someone tapped on my shoulder. Tall, dark, and handsome. A senior and friend of mine, Sanjay. He had been a senior of mine and was in the college placement committee the previous year. He listened to me and understood my predicament and helped convince me to unpack my bags and go through the college placement process. With his guidance, not only I got my first job, I was the second fastest double job getter in the college campus. Sometimes mentors also help you unpack your bags and help you through the next flight of your life. I was fairly settled in my corporate job at Larsen and Toubro and was doing quite well for myself. But then quarter life crisis happened. Raise your hands if you have ever found yourself lost and unsure about your career path. And that's where I met my first official mentor. He was neither tall nor dark, but handsome for sure, Mr. Hiranmoy. He was a astute business leader, and we called him famously known as Chotu. Now, Chotu listened to my problems, understood my dreams and aspirations, and helped me through my path of self-discovery for the past decade. With his wisdom and experience, he helped me uncover my true passion for sustainable energy solutions. With his reliability and commitment, he helped me unlock the potential within the corporate, connect with contacts which I couldn't have done all on my own. While most people were switching jobs and packing their bags for greener pastures, he helped me through the ups and downs of the various business cycles. And I could thrive within the same organization for the past 10 years. Even within Toastmasters, I have found mentors and buddies. One of my first mentors was Kunjal, Sanish, Santosh, Sangeeta, Vinay, and Vidya. Having a mentor in one's life is a transformative experience. Especially, they become the guiding lights through the most vulnerable moments and guide you through them. Over the past 3 years, I've served Toastmasters and met many new friends. With my wisdom and experience, Now it's time for me to help you pack your bags. Over to you.
I would like to call upon Tiger to present the title. Now it's time for surprises. That's impromptu speeches. I would like to call upon our table topic master, Toastmaster Praveen.
Right. Hello there. I am Praveen, and I will be the table topics master for this meeting today. And now, table topics is actually impromptu speech, where you will be assigned a topic on the spot and asked to speak on that. Today's topics will be in the form of slides, right? And every speaker has to speak on the slide. So, who would like to go first? Yeah. Hi. Slide one. Yeah.
So just to clarify, there's a slide and the slide is the topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Toastmaster Sangeeta, slide 8. Slide 8 to Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Toastmaster today, Toastmaster guest and namaskar. Sir, we right for jumping up and being the first speaker. This slide here talks about a person gazing into water. If this were me, it would be me by the seaside, introspective, or wanting to introspect. And very soon, drifting off into thought, which was all kind of random feelings, thinking about what I had to do, didn't do, wanted to do, thinking about what got left off yesterday, what is on my to-do today, how many things I have to do for tomorrow, what are all the things this week I have missed on, what is coming up next week, which client's financial plan has 2 pages left blank, which client has a consult next month. What I wish this would also mean sitting and thinking for 2 minutes. Why am I always stuck in the mundane, stuck in my to-do, stuck in my this work to be done, that is left off, this is not perfect. Why can't we just be there and go back? Yeah, I'm alive. Yeah, I'm able to sit quietly. Yeah, I'm able to be patient. Or I have the opportunity to calm myself and enjoy it. How many of us are like me? And how many of us don't want to be like me? This time is a reminder to be calm. It is not very easy. Thank you for listening to me.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Who's next? Okay. So which slide would you? Yes. Okay. One. Okay. So Toastmaster General, slide one. Slide one. Toastmaster General.
About the open mind that the suggested we have this putting down and this club, and I'm quite happy and excited about it. And I asked about exactly in the open mind and that we need to actually go like thought and more stuff. More because the one is the crowd is unknown, and second is an online activity. So then yeah, it might be your space time. So that's why I was in for and this not here. But yeah, it's also an opportunity to connect people. What about humans and people laugh together? We can calm people down and rest people down. But beyond the theory of it, when it comes to how much that is going to come. That's what I would do. Over to you,
Yeah, okay. Which? Three. Toastmaster Rashmis, slide 3.
When I look at this slide, it's the total opposite of what I am. So, I don't like it. And I don't like reason to doing this. But it is not like dislike or anything, but I'm scared. I've had few instances in my childhood, like I was staying at a dog ran by me, and I just fell down, and it's not the fast. Terrifying people. So, I don't know, it still gives me a scare when I look at things, and I totally respect people who treat their pets like this. I have few friends of mine when I tell or when I ask them how the dog doing and they give me this care and say, that's the baby. But this is not me. But actually, at the same time, I really would want to actually thank people who have pets at home, not only for the pets at home, but I see many people who also take care of the animals out there on the streets. We always do that for humans, right? But doing that for creatures who cannot speak, who cannot really do things for them. But I have seen those pets sharing emotions with people who love them. And it clearly says that nature is also of the same kind. If you give love, you can also get love. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. And may I now invite guest to speak? Hello. We reach slide. Okay. 7. Toastmasters. Tony. Slide 7. Tony. That's when I.
Obviously, it's somebody cooking, and that person is enjoying, and like Ron said, looks a lot like me. But the slice of the meaning of this imagery that I want to convey to you is multitasking. How about that? Look at that guy. He is observing or he's swirling that wine in the glass and he's pouring the rest of it into the pan and he's doing many things out there. So let's take this whole idea of multitasking away from the kitchen and into our lives. Is multitasking good or bad? What is your opinion?
Bad.
Now, obviously, the room is divided. Some people say that you should focus on what you do so that you can achieve and you can deliver the assignment the way you're supposed to. Whereas a lot of others say that multitasking helps you solve a lot of problems at one time. People say that women are good at multitasking and men are not. I think that is some kind of a scam against women so that you can make them do whatever you want. Well, I not believe that. The point that I would leave you with is this. Why did the Neanderthals die and why did the Homo sapiens survive? Because Neanderthals were focused of much more than us Homo sapiens. But what happens is that much of focus. What happens is you do not know when a predator is out there to get. And in their case, perhaps it was us. So let me leave you with the message that multitask, but with caution. Over to you.
Thank you. So, do we have any more guests today? Yeah, I will let come. Why? So we have slide number 2. Yeah. Yeah, 10. Yeah, your name.
Rishabh.
Name please. Rishabh. Guess Rishabh. Slide. Yeah, slide 10.
At least there is a cartoon character Donald Duck reading a book, something I don't like doing. But I talk about reading. Reading is a difficult habit as it teaches us a lot about what's going on. The people write from their experiences. And we get to read that experience firsthand, which is very helpful for us. And we don't live it, But then from reading it, we also feel like they have been through this, so then we take inspiration, learn from it, and choose a path which will help us in our life. That's where I'd like to end it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, who's next? Yeah. So we have we have slide number 2, 4, 5, 6, and 6. Toastmaster Mahimas, slide 6.
I have a terrible experience. When I was child, me and my brother was just playing near some pond, like it was an old pond, and there was a frog in it, like so many frogs in it, and our ball went into that, and we pick up the ball and they turn one. First I will pick up, and second he will pick up. So when it comes to my turn, the ball came like was so near to the ball, and when I go near to catch that ball, the frog just jumped on that side.
What? Like 6 volume. 6.
Oh, bad for this. I call it that. But I really have a super experience with that. And we can't call it as good for us, can we call it? I don't know why. Not from you. Yeah, that's it.
Correct. Yeah. Who's next? Would anybody? So we have slide number 2, 4, 5, 9.
Slide number 9.
Slide number 9. Toastmaster Rohidas. Slide number 9.
Speak about this, I was the previous two slides. We always think I wish
I-
that we talking that slide today is I got message का आवाज निकाल सकता हूँ. The second one that just came.
So this and blood.
Let's see what's there for me. This is an article that reminds me about my college days. And I was in 11th standard and it happened at that time. Have you seen the movie Perdes? You would have seen the poster where Shah Rukh Khan is holding the violin. I remember we used to buy notebooks which used to have that Bollywood cover page on it. So I had to feel like going on. Teacher said do whatever you want. So, but just don't make any noise. What do you do? So I had that book with me and I started making sketch about that particular character. So I thought I'll give justice to that particular sketch and I started making it. After 20-25 minutes, my friends were looking at that and said, you are really making it nice. So we, without me knowing, he started calling the rest classmates and they all started looking at the sketch. I was completely engrossed in making that sketch and that moment the teacher caught me and unfortunately I thought I'll get a good scolding now. But she liked the sketch. The Shah Rukh Khan looked a little bit older. But she said, the sketch is good, you have really made it nice. So let's speak about it. And she took me to the principal's cabin and then क्या बना रहा है? क्यों बना रहा है? भगवान वगैरह बना रहा है? Then, but fortunately, she called the drawing class and said, we have one candidate who makes two sketches. If there is some opportunity, tell me. She said, we have a drawing competition coming up. It's a state, it's a Mumbai level competition. It's in March in a couple of weeks. So I appeared for that and fortunately I got the first prize. Over to you.
Sir. We have that time, right? Acha, yeah, who's next? Next, buddy. Sure. Right. So now we have two. Okay. Toastmaster Ruchuchis, slide two. Slide two. Okay. Yeah. Nice. So we only have 4 and 5. Five. Four. Toastmaster Dharmesh. Slide four. Slide four. Toastmaster Dharmesh.
So I would like to the kind of thinking that I found it. I was wondering what I was going to get. Sports is the one thing that I like the most and that cricket. And how many of you were disappointed after watching the World Cup final? So even I was disappointed. Well, but sports is one activity that everybody should take up. And I encourage my child also. And I have been throughout my life enjoying sports, especially cricket, and the same follows in my child also. Maybe the he follows, and he every day goes to play cricket and also join the academy in cricket. And the most thing that I love about it is that Sunday morning and weekend he goes to play cricket, and when he comes back, he tells me stories about what he did that day. Like today he played cricket, I was six, and when I came to bat, everybody said that you अभी ठहरे आया है, ये तो shot मारेगा, सब लोग दूर जाओ. So this is the kind of thing that brings up enthusiasm in him. When he goes to school, he normally does not that much enthusiastic, and he comes wakes up late and not enthusiastic. But when he goes for in the weekend for cricket, he wakes up first and then runs towards the ground. So that is the enthusiasm that cricket sport brings in the children, and we also encourage our children to play sports.
Yeah, anybody? One last one, please. We have only one.
Yeah,
Toastmasters Sanjeev, slide 5. At 5 to Toastmasters. Yeah.
Every month I have actually there 90% so these are those bad papers, but it will go overall in our life also. Out of the 10 that we earn every month, maybe that 1 rupee that goes to the bank or getting rest of the bank people who get paid for the money. So we get why no? I'm not required. That's why you are trying to rob off the money. So one of the lessons I have learned on investing from one of my bosses is that, people try a lot, to read a lot, learn a lot, how to invest money, but people don't learn or read or write or anything about how to prevent your money from being stolen. So which are those, people who are stealing money, and be aware from them, and whatever EMI interest you're paying, just think how can get rid of that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll now hand over the stage. Oh, sorry. I just request that the time to submit the report.
Toastmasters Tony, minutes for 6%. Yes, Nisha, 47. Toastmaster Mahima, 1 minute and 50 seconds. Toastmaster Rohita, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Lucy, 1 minute and 0 seconds. Toastmaster Daniel, 1 minute and 42 seconds. Toastmaster Sanjay, 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Thanks a lot. I will now hand over the. You do this. I'll now hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster.
I'm back again. So what do you all want to do? Cake. Meenakshi. Cake aa gaya? Okay, let's take a break and we'll be back in 10 minutes. नहीं जाना है, इधर ही बैठना है. बैठो बैठो.
दो डब्बे हैं बट सामने ओपन है अलग से अपने कैसे खाएंगे तो आई गॉट ठीक है ना अभी वो है ना बराबर ये तेरे पास ही रख उधर रख उस तरफ रख मेरे पास ही रख तुझे किया मैंने अच्छा इसका
हाँ क्या मतलब केक मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा कैसे नहीं खिलागे बर्थडे के दूसरे दिन भाग कैसे सकते हो कोई देखो कितना फर्स्ट टाइम Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome back. All settled? Everyone settled? Yeah. Now you all can say you all have a lively moment. Yes. Only after? Oh, Meenakshi, it's not coming. I don't know. Ajay also tried. She also tried. I don't know. Not happening today. Okay. So one small exercise I would like all of you to do. Close your eyes. मेडिटेट कराते हैं क्या? वही आता है यार. Close your eyes, please. Take 3 deep breaths. Now, remember the moment that can be from any part of your life that you were truly happy and you were enjoying. Just imagine, visualize. Vidya, you can be a bit louder so even I can hear.
Imagine only that you can share that.
Okay. Once you are done, slowly and gradually open your eyes. How you all are feeling now? Have you all able to visualize first of all? Yes? How are you feeling? Ron is sleepy. Like me, I'm sleepy. He's sleepy. Very good. Happy? Yes. So the first question I asked, right? That what is the thing that you love to do? And you, very few come up with few things. So when you don't have anything, like you are not able to come up with anything, you can do this exercise. Everyone's life, we have multiple million trillions moments of happiness, lovely movements. Just cherish that. And that is going to bring smile on your face. That is going to change your attitude at that moment. Now, very, very important part of Toastmasters meeting, evaluation. And for that, we have very bubbly, lively Toastmaster Vidya, our general evaluator. उड़ा रहे हो क्या?
Happy birthday, one thing. For the party. Good evening. Welcome to one of the most important aspects of any Toastmaster meeting. In fact, an important aspect of our life. And what is that? Evaluation, feedback, giving and receiving feedback. And why is feedback important? Improve. It serves basically majorly two purposes. If we are off track, it helps us to come back on track. And if somebody is doing really great, they deserve to be told that, yeah, you're doing great. So with that, like any Toastmasters meeting, this session is further divided into 3 sections. First is the evaluation of speeches, individual evaluation of prepared speeches, report from our TAC team, and then evaluation of the entire meeting as a whole. So let's start. Shall we start?
Yes.
Louder. Shall we start? Yes. So we'll start with the first aspect, first section, and that is evaluation of prepared speeches. So for this, I would like to call upon the first evaluator, who is Toastmaster Ashwini. So let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Yo. Toastmaster Ashwini.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vidya. Fellow Toastmasters and my target speaker, Dhwani. I loved your speech. Thank you for relatable topic I think all of us had something to do with this little crazy thing, that is confusion. When I heard your topic, I smiled and I thought today we are going to listen some crazy, amusing and entertaining speech. Then I heard you. Dhwani, your speech was greatly organized. Opening was attention grabbing, and how I heard that by telling how you were confused at the age of 20, and then you explain so many topics and things related, give examples related to that. In the middle part, you explained one or two your experiences, examples, over getting your confusion by accepting yourself and the other people as their nature as it is. At the end, your conclusion was very strong and effective. You gave the tips and quotes like journey of self-love always started with hating yourself first. Then it's important to make ourselves happy instead of making the other. So you should make yourself happy first and then the other people. You grab at audience attention by your eye contact, stage uses, by giving your last activity like doing this and saying all is well. And you did the great stage uses, stage use as well as your gesture movement. See, whenever I come on the stage, I always talk about food because I'm foodie. So your speech is like chat dish for me. Okay, it's yummy, right? So let me allow to add some chaat masala and some shave on that. So it will become very tasty. So let me give my first recommendation. That is include your, in your speech, please include your voice variation. So while using stage at this place or singing, so you sang 3 songs at different places. I don't know what was song over there, but in the middle, the slow song, and then here you sang that rap song. So you should increase your voice because your voice, sometimes your voice was very feeble. We could not hear at the end. And my second recommendation is, so while speaking, please use some pauses because you start your speech, you gave some examples, but when you are giving examples, so sit back, take some pause, and then again continue with the other examples. So overall, your speech was a beacon of inspiration, how to accept the thing and get out of your confusion. While listening your speech, we had a well of time, didn't see any shadow of repetition in your speech. So your speech was very organized, great opening and closing, good stage usage, gesture, and your speech will be ever better after including the recommendation what I have given. I am confident after your hours of practical, people are now lining up to hear you. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashwini, for that wonderful evaluation. Now we'll call upon the next evaluator. The next evaluator is Toastmaster Dharmesh, who will be... Okay, sorry. Next evaluator is Toastmaster Jinal, who will be evaluating the second speaker. Toastmaster Jinal, over to you. Toastmaster Mahima, Finding Your Cheese. What an interesting title. Just the title had me gripped. Whenever somebody talks about finding stuff, even if you've not lost your cheese, the idea of finding it is supremely interesting. कुछ भी ढूंढना है, मजा आता है. So yeah, I think you really had a nice title which kind of hooked me. And in terms of the fact that you were extremely calm, I think that's what I loved about the way you spoke.
You were extremely calm and composed. So early on in your Toastmaster journey, I think that's Pamari. Another thing is the book you spoke about. Who Moved My Cheese? I mean, that's been a beacon of inspiration for people for a while now. I mean, it's a book that we read. You know, a good book needs to be read again. I think this would be in that list of books. So you were extremely calm, and your topic was very well. The speech that you were telling us about it, and that's where you took us through in your speech. Also, the way you started with that COVID example and a little bit of humor at the start, I think that got all of us interested. In terms of what I think you really did well, like I said, was the humor and your calmness. Another thing is the way you were walking on the stage. Your movement was very evenly blended. Though you moved across the stage, it was blended into your speech. It didn't come across as planned, or it didn't even seem jarring. So I think that's what I loved about the way you moved on the speech during the speech. And since your objectives were about vocal variety and body language, movement is a key part of using body language to keep your audience connected. Moving is a good way to do that. In terms of what I think could be some suggestions, one thing I noticed was that when you were looking, you had good eye contact, but there were times when you were looking at the floor. I mean, I noticed that your gaze was going to the floor. And it could be because you were trying to recollect. I'm not sure here. But one way to keep the gaze up is to use cue cards. So you could have a cue card. So you just quickly look at it and you keep your gaze up there. Because if you stay down for a few seconds, you lose the connect that you've built. So one suggestion would be, if that was the reason, in any case, whatever be the reason, try, what I would challenge you with is, try the next time you're here to keep always the gaze up. Even if you're trying to recollect your thoughts, keep looking up. You may not need to make eye contact, but keep looking up. So keep that gaze up, because people tend to mirror. So the minute you look down, people start looking down. And God forbid, if they start looking at their phones, you've lost the attention. Another thing I would suggest is from the voice modulation. You had it going, like when you gave dialogues to him and her, you were actually saying, "Where's my cheese?" So you could probably amplify it. You were going there, but I would recommend amplifying it, because when you give dialogues, that's one of the best places you can build in voice modulation. So I loved it. You were calm, composed, best wishes. I think you structured your speech well, and I'm sure you'll be a very good speaker going ahead. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jinal, for the evaluation. Now I'd like to call upon the third evaluator, who is Toastmaster Amruta. I'll call Dharmesh last. So Toastmaster Amruta will be evaluating the third speaker.
Thank you. What should I make for lunch? Batata. What should I make for dinner? Batata. Every day, my husband answered me the same. And I told him, batata banne ka hai kya? Batata kha ke. So your story touched me, really, the painful area of my life. Batata. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my target speaker, Toastmaster Sakshi. You started your speech with role play, and I really like that role play, because your role play is like you are conversing with your brother and your mother. That was very good. And after that, you asked the question to engage the audience. Then you use potato as a prop for the audience engagement. I think the purpose of your speech is inspire your audience, but it's like engaging humor. It's full of humor. And when you use humor, audience will automatically connect it with you. And then the message, key message, give it a try. And use almost often in your speech that give it a try, to remind ourselves that this is the message in my story. Very well done on that. But there are few recommendations to improve your speech on the next level. There should be, you can use pauses in between. to give the time to audience what you are going to say. Second, transition. When you're talking about the potato story and suddenly you talk about your college committee and your, the internship. So I felt lost in between. So transition should be smooth. And then tone was so high throughout your speech. When your tone was so high, message will be disappeared sometime. So for the impactful message, sometimes you have to lower your speech, your tone also to give that message, the weightage in your speech. Overall, excellent storytelling with the impactful message. Just work on your recommendation and you will going to rock it. All the very best for upcoming speeches. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you.
Can you please hand over there? We should not stop applauding the people who are coming on the stage. So let me call the next evaluator, who is Toastmaster Meenakshi, who will be evaluating the fourth speaker. Toastmaster Meenakshi, over to you. They say a mentor is a brain to pick, a ear to listen, and a push in the right direction. But today, we got to know that a mentor is also someone who packs/unpacks your bags, thanks to the speech delivered by Toastmaster Anand. Toastmaster Anand, the first and the most important highlight for me for your speech was the way you connected with the audience. You grabbed the attention of the audience within the first 90 seconds of your speech that you were on the stage. And how did you do that? First, in the form of humor. You had loads of humor in your speech. For example, when you said that I didn't want to go for the picnic, you got a few laughs over there. When you said that, what if my toothpaste gets lost? That I felt that people were rolling on the floor with that line of yours. The second one, how you connected with the audience, was in the form of engaging interactions with them. When you asked us, raise your hand if you were excited to go for a picnic. We had that attention from the beginning, and it stayed throughout till the end of the 6th minute of your speech. The next highlight for me, the third one, is the voice modulation. You had appropriate amount of tone and voice modulation. For example, when you said, "Ma life, ma rules," it sounded like, oh, I'm a rap singer, "Ma life, ma rules." It was there. That voice modulation was there in your voice. Now, I do have 2 areas of recommendation for you to pack in your bag of public speaking. The first one is have a clear sense of purpose. Why? As any audience member would like to know why. Why are we listening to this speech of yours? It's like you packed your bags and started driving, but you have to drive with a map, right? Why are you telling us this speech? What do you want us to do? I would recommend you have a strong call to action. What do we do after listening to this mentorship speech of yours? The second recommendation that I have for you is in the form of transitions. You gave us various snippets of stories. For example, you gave us the senior Sanjeev from your college, senior from your office, Mr. Kiran, your various Toastmaster mentors. These were all beacons of inspiration in your life. But the stories were very abruptly transited. Maybe you could have added all these snippets of your stories and connected it to an ultimate final message of what do you want us to do with those stories of yours. So in a nutshell, if you keep packing your bags in the form of polishing your strengths that I told you, which are connecting with the audience in the form of engaging with them, humor and voice modulation, and focus on these areas of improvements, that is, have a strong sense of purpose of why you're giving the speech and a clear transition, I think we'll all be there in packing your journey in Toastmasters. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Meenakshi, for the evaluation. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Dharmesh, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Jinal's evaluation. So big round of applause for Toastmaster Dharmesh.
Toastmaster Dharmesh.
Last meeting, I gave a speech on my leadership skills. In that, I mentioned about laissez-faire style. What does it mean? It means that you are managing a senior level person. How do you manage him? It's very difficult. And that's what the situation was in my case today when I was evaluating Toastmaster Jinal's evaluation. Like as a good evaluator, she pointed out all the points, good and bad points in Toastmaster Mahina's speech. I will read out them one by one. Like the first point she mentioned was about the beginning of the structure of her speech, the beginning, the body, and the conclusion. They were very good. Next, she mentioned about her movement, stage movement. Then she mentioned about the improvisation of voice modulation. And the one point which I was banking upon, which I thought that she would never pick up, was about she looking down when she speaks. That also you picked up. So I thought that I had nothing to add more to your things, to your evaluation. But one point I would like to say is that your stage movement, I felt that you could have moved on the stage a little bit to have more impact and better contact with the audience. That is what you can do. Apart from that, I think your evaluation was fantastic. And as a good evaluator, the most important point is that you need to be sympathetic to your speaker, because and that is what you mentioned, that she was very calm, and the points that you mentioned, the language that you used was such that it really motivates her. And that is what it is required in an evaluator, and that you did fantastically. Thank you.
Thank you.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Dharmesh as well as all the evaluators. It was an amazing evaluation session, isn't it? Yes. Not only the speakers, but we also learned the things that we can adopt while speaking. So with that, let's move on to the next section of the evaluation section, that is calling some important people जो हमारी खबर लेके बैठे हैं. Okay, and they are waiting, and that is tag team. So for that, I would like to call upon the first member of the team, that the timer of the day will be giving the report for the evaluation. Toastmaster Piyush Divyang.
Toastmaster Ashwini took 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Toastmaster Jinal 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Toastmaster Amruta 2 minutes 30 seconds. Toastmaster Amruta 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Toastmaster Meenakshi 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Toastmaster Dharmesh 1 minute 50 seconds. 1 minute 50 seconds. Grace.
Thank you, Piyush. Sorry. Thank you for the timer report. Now I'll call the R counter, Toastmaster Ajay, to give his report. Mr. Ajay.
Okay, so Toastmaster Dhwani and Toastmaster Anand took 1 R and 1 Toastmaster Mahima, great topic. I've read the book. It's one of my favorites. But there were 4 teeny tiny short pauses and 4 sounds. As of the rest, Toastmaster Ruchi and Ashwini took 1 and 1 Toastmaster Amruta took 1 1 and 1 and rest of them did pretty well. So if anyone would like a detailed report, you feel free to get connected with me. Everybody's okay. So Toastmaster Rashmi took 1 Toastmaster Ashwini took 1 and 1 and Toastmaster Sakshi took 1 That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay, for the counter report. Now let me call Dheeraj, Toastmaster Dheeraj, for the grammarian report. A big round of applause.
Thank you, General Evaluator. It was pleasure listening to all the role players. So the word of the day is used by Toastmaster Ashwini, Toastmaster Jinal, and phrase of the day used by Toastmaster Dhwani, Toastmaster Sakshi, Toastmaster Ashwini, Toastmaster Jinal, and Toastmaster Meenakshi. A big round of applause because it was a tough word of the day and phrase of the day. Now I will be mentioning the name of the person as along with the word, good usage of the word. Toastmaster Dhwani used dramatic, accept the remnants. Toastmaster Ashwini, feeble, shadow of repetition. Toastmaster Mahima, telemedicine, adaptation, enormous, venture out, learn from the mistake and strive to do better. Toastmaster Sakshi used word assemble, and gnocchi, it sounded like Loki to me. And she said it is an Italian dish. So how come this Loki is an Italian dish? Later when I saw the image, so that's why I'm mentioning gnocchi. It's a new word. And Toastmaster Anand used pastor, music stops, uncovering my true passion, unlock the potential, transformative experience, thrive. Meenakshi used polishing your strength. And in table topic, Sangeeta used drifting off into the thoughts. This is a good usage I felt like. And grammatically incorrect, which I feel, I suggest like that can be replaced with like go there in past can be replaced with went there, and come to back can be come back, and then toward his ground can be replaced with towards the ground. It's from my side. Thank you. Over. I was finding if anything missed.
Handshake, double party from Dheeraj. You are gone. Thank you so much, Dheeraj, for that report of grammarian. Thank you, tag team. Now, an overall evaluation of the meeting. What did Ralph Medley, the founder of Toastmasters, said once? Which is very popular. Which is very popular. Yeah, which is very popular. Okay, hint about enjoyment, fun. We learn best in the moments of enjoyment. And Agnel Toastmasters Club is an example where fun and learning go hand in hand, isn't it? I was not well. I was thinking in the evening, I don't want to go, but I've taken this role. But this is coming here and attending this meeting is the best medicine for me. No, it's a medicine for me, and I know many of you might also be feeling that. First, big round of applause to start the meeting exactly at 5. That is a great achievement because every time it doesn't happen every time, but today it happened, and that is we need to appreciate the XCOM members who work behind it, the role players, and the star also who was very attentive, Rohidas, and came exactly at 5 on the stage. So big round of applause for that. Next. Rohidas was very energetic. Okay, he gave proper instruction. It was very clear. So the instructions were very clear, not very fast. The pace was very as required. But it is the role sometimes is very monotonous because you have a script and the mission statement. How you can start with a bang with some creative statement or something that we can start the meeting with a bang. So something from your side, very not very long, but something that can add on. I loved the PO session. I loved today's PO session. It was amazing. With that short session, it was interactive, isn't it? It was very interactive, very motivating, and very inspiring. Not only she shared what she is going to do, but she inspired us also to do those things. So it was fun as well. So I loved today's PO session. She wished also, remembered and wished. Of course, she was sitting here, so no option was there. She wished Tanuja her birthday. One thing that we missed introducing the guest because the guest came during the session. And there's a reason we do that, introduce the guests so that they become, the entire session, they become more familiar. So that one thing was missed. And the TMOD session was amazing theme and nicely conducted. We all know that we should live life to the fullest, but sometimes we forget that. So thank you for bringing that theme and those activities where you asked us to close our eyes and remember those moments. And actually, when I was thinking, I remembered, okay, even if like I like to enjoy, but today were there those moments? So thanks for reminding us that every day we should find out certain moments. So thank you for that. Just few recommendation. I felt the energy was little low. Okay, so even if we say we are sleepy, but here when we come on stage, we have to bring an energy, and specifically when it's such a theme. So I felt the energy was little low. You asked few speakers about the question, that question, but you certain, I think so, certain role players and certain speakers you missed. So when you are asking, then that continuity should be there. Every speaker and role player should be asked, or you can send that one question before the meeting starts, so you have the answer. But that continuity should be there. If you're asking certain, then everybody should be asked the same question. And one in the content, though it's not a speech, but still examples, your own example or other examples would make it more interesting or relatable. That one feedback. Otherwise, it was a theme that we all love to hear about and want to know more. So thank you for that. Now, it was an amazing prepared speech session. I loved all the prepared speeches, and I don't want to share anything about. I have written one or two, but the evaluators have shared their feedback, and it was again as amazing prepared speeches. The evaluations were again amazing. It was great learning. Just one or two points for the evaluators, like for Ashwini, the timing. Just take care when you have to stop the commendation and start. For Jinal, the use of stage, which again Dharmesh as well shared, and the summary part. I felt the summary was little, it could have been more clear with the timing if you take care. Amruta, great way of introducing your evaluation. Just take care of the timing part. It should not be too long that your timing gets. Meenakshi, again, everything was good. Just the stage moment, I felt it could have been more like, because it is, even evaluation is a speech. So stage movement could have been better. Dharmesh, I feel repeating the same points, that doesn't, I mean, more than that, give your evaluation than just repeating. So that is about the prepared speeches and evaluation. For the table topic. Great topics. I mean, great creative way of having the table topic section. It was not typical where we have to think in a particular way. People are free to think and speak whatever they feel with that image. So very creative and interesting images as well. And we had fun in that session. Only one thing I feel, that introduction part, that is talking about table topics. Give a little so that people come to know about the importance. That is something we normally do. Even the guests will understand why table topics in. That is the thinking, organizing, speaking skill, the benefits we get from table topics. Great table topic speeches. Only for the new speakers, I feel one point that can be taken care of is that the conclusion part. So even if it's a random topic, you're talking fun, but if we want to go to the next level, that is contest level, that opening and conclusion is very important. Where I felt that few speakers missed. Of course, when standing here, we all sometimes miss that, but we had certain experienced speakers also speak. We can go and review that and how the conclusion was made. So just the conclusion part in table topics. Now, certain points from my side, that the 1 minute break. So I want to appreciate Ron for several things, that even if we forget something, bringing that at that time itself, that flow is maintained. So when he said that, okay, 1 minute, let's give that 1 minute for that evaluation slip. So that is one I would like to appreciate him. Again, he reminded for something else as well. I don't remember one, but he remembered. Okay, one feedback for myself. Why checking the what is that agenda is important. I thought, okay, while the people come on stage, I'll write what the flow is and the speakers, but I missed Toastmaster Dharmesh should be called later on. Okay, that is how it should be. So I missed that. So one feedback for myself and for others, that when we are general veteran or any role, we need to see the agenda very clearly so that we don't make mistake. And as Tanuja said, sometimes evaluation is not good if we take it personally, but that is more of criticism. What we learn in Toastmasters is how to give that feedback. Okay, how to positively give that feedback that we learn, as well as we are motivated to do it the same way. And Toastmasters gives us that opportunity. Thank you for this opportunity that I'm able to share my feedback, and I hope it added value. Thank you so much. Over to Toastmaster of the day. Hi, Tanuja is looking so.
Okay. So I would like to conclude what I started today. It's like very nicely said our president, that gratitude. So I am running this WhatsApp group where for years we are doing this on daily basis. So that's a practice. So we write 10 gratitudes every day. Okay. So that is the way you start looking at your own life, that how positive things are happening in your life. And then automatically that increases, it multiplies in your life. Okay. And yes, we do have small, tiny movements in our life every day. Just focus on that rather than focusing on what is not good, to increase that tiny happy movements, lively movements, because life is very short, very unpredictable, and life is to live. What you all are doing, going to office, attending your family, society, is just one part, but the biggest chunk is you owe to your own self. You need to live your life at fullest, like how Vidya and me are living. Okay, asking for party, enjoying all the time, whatever it is. She is sick, she is here, my leg is broken, I am here, and we are enjoying that way. Okay, so there is this small poem by Sudha Murthy I would like to read. I feel barely the day started and it's already 6 in the evening. Barely Monday arrived and it's already Friday. Before we could realize, the month is already over, and the year is almost over. As of now, already 20, 30, 40 years of our lives have passed, and suddenly we realize, I think that realization was today for most of you, that we lost our beloved people. And then we realized it's too late to go back. So despite everything, let's try to enjoy the remaining time. Let's keep looking for activities that we like. Let's put some color in our gray. Let's smile at the little things in life that put balm on your heart. And despite our physical discomfort, let's continue to enjoy with serenity the time left in us. And I would like to call upon our President, Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Usually the feedback that you get in a general evaluation, you feel that, oh, in my next speech I can utilize it, I will think about it in my next time that I take the role. Very rarely you get the opportunity to apply that feedback right there. So I have got this opportunity today and I'm going to do that. I would like to introduce our guest for today, guest Rishabh. If you could tell us a few things about yourself and how you came to know about our club.
So my name is Rishabh. I have a friend who I met in America actually. So we both were there throughout our lifetime. I moved back here in around sixth grade, like when I was 12 or something. And his dad actually joined Toastmaster after he went through a rough patch, like he got fired and then he wasn't able to find a job. And then he went through Toastmaster, which helped him a lot, motivated him in a positive way. And then he suggested it to my dad. And then I also saw that uncle was very positive now with life and very happy, even though he was going through a downfall. So then I was like, I need this too. And then a few months passed, and then I started like planning to join Toastmasters.
Welcome. Hope to see you in future meetings as well. I would also like to introduce you to our newest member, Toastmaster Mahesh Raj. He's just joined us from December. We'll be doing an installation ceremony for you. I would read something out, and if you agree with me, you tell me that you agree, and then I will read it out for the audience. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Membership in Toastmasters is a privilege, and the only way to gain benefits of the program is to actively participate. Do you, Toastmaster Mahesh Raj, promise to attend club meetings regularly and prepare for all your duties to the best of your abilities? Do you, members of Agnel Toastmasters Club, pledge to support Toastmaster Mahesh Raj in his quest for self-development and promise to make his Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience? Congratulations, you are now an officially installed member of Agnel Toastmasters Club. Yes. Yes, it's now time for the polls. All those who have the link can use the link. If you don't have the link, the QR code is given. Okay. While that is happening, guest Rishabh, would you like to share your experience of how the meeting was? Feedback. You can continue voting. Yeah.
So my experience, it was really good, and I do have stage fright here, so I do get scared in front of the stage. This is the first time I'm speaking very fluently in front of a crowd. So I feel like it's gonna help me a lot as I start speaking and then go through speeches, get evaluated, and go through all these processes which I just saw today. It will help me a lot. So
I must say that it didn't look like you have stage fright. You did a very good job in the table topics. Okay, while the voting is happening, I have a couple of announcements to make. 10th of December, that is the next Sunday, we have our division conference in Reliance Gansoli. We have shared the link for registration, so please do register and attend. It's going to be a full day event, 9 to 5. And we will have Division B, Division M, and Division U. It's a collaboration of all the three divisions. And why is Ron laughing? I don't know. Yeah. Yes, we will have it's going to be a good experience. It's like going to be a full-fledged conference. There will be workshops, there'll be speeches, there'll be chats, and there'll be free contests. So looking forward to your presence. We are part of Division M. 9 to 5. Oh, I think 12:30. Yeah, but it's a full day event, so. Okay, while the vote is happening, I have one more announcement. Our next meeting is going to be on 16th of December. That is 2 Saturdays from now. So we don't have our regular meeting next weekend. We'll have it the weekend after that. And that is going to be a very special meeting because we have a education session for table topics. 16th. So save the date, 16th December. And does everybody know what contest is coming up? And table yeah, when is our club contest? Oh, people read messages. Yeah. So yes, 20th Jan. So which is little over a month away. It's time to buckle our gears for that. For ISC, you have to be level 2 certified. So all those who are almost level 2, yeah, level 1, and you want to participate, this is a good time to complete 2 levels before you participate. So 20th Jan, if you clear level 2 before 20th Jan, you can participate in ISC. And also table topic is open for all. You just have to be a paid member of Annual Toastmasters Club to participate. On 16th, we have an education session for table topics. So we will be having an expert speaker coming to us and telling us how to approach table topics from a contest point of view. Done, Libby? We'll have prepared speeches also, right? Yeah. So instead of table topics, we'll have a table topic session. Yes. Jan, 6th of Jan. If I tell everything now, people will get confused. So save the date, 20th Jan is the contest and 16th December is table topic education session. Yes. Yeah. Okay. 24th of December, which is actually a Sunday, but it's a long weekend. We have a joint meeting with Sobo Toastmasters and Goregaon Toastmasters in their venue, that is Sobo venue, South Bombay. We are going to have an open mic, like she said. Yeah, giving. Yes, it's going to be an open mic event. So I would request all of us who are available on 24th of December, please participate. It's going to be a fun event because we'll get to meet people from other clubs as well. We can see how other clubs function. We can get feedback from them and implement that feedback for our club. It's an open mic. Libby? Yes. Comedy. Is the time fixed? 2 to 3 minutes. Time is fixed 2 to 3 minutes. It will be in the morning on Sunday. 10 to 1, right, Libby? Morning, Sunday morning, 10 to 1. Yes.
For the open mic, do we have language criteria?
Yeah. Will follow.
As of now, what we were trying to do was a certain way all of you are interested in something like that because it will not be happening in this venue, it will be happening in South Bombay. So on a Sunday morning, people are actually willing to travel all the way there to the festival.
So this is more like just to save the date. Yeah. So Libby has asked for a poll on the group. I hope everyone has seen that and voted. So we have 10 yeses and 8 maybes so far. 3. Hopefully the maybes also convert to yes. Okay. Okay, would anybody like to give any feedback about the meeting today in general, members? Very specific. Okay, Rashmi, Ashwini.
I like the daily topic. It was very innovative. About
Yes. Yes, Toastmasters Sony. Yes, please.
No performance.
For all those who don't know, he's Toastmaster Sony. He's been founder member, charter member of, not a charter member.
Chapter member.
Chapter. Charter member, okay.
Purana Chawal. Okay, the reason I just walked up here is that I saw that there were some guests who did not take the opportunity to come up here and speak. I understand why that happened. Stage fright. We are not confident about our speaking capabilities, and even if we are a new audience, sometimes scares us. Believe me, I've been a Toastmaster for the past 10 years.
Wow.
So if you felt that I spoke well, it is only because of the innumerable table topics which I participated. Now let me tell you another thing about my Toastmasters journey. So when I started Toastmasters, we did not have this current syllabus, the pathways. We did not have this 11 pathways and all of this. We had something on a project. So there were 10 projects that you were supposed to do. Right from the first project is your self-introduction, the icebreaker, and the last happens to be a inspirational speech. 10 projects, simple for everybody. There's no different parts and all. I took 8 years to deliver 10. Okay. But I do not know the number of table topics, Toastmasters today, general evaluator, the kind of roles that I have taken. It's innumerable, and that is one thing which can actually be. Prepared speech is actually a tedious affair. You have to write, you have to edit, you have to practice. It's a very different kind of a speaking. But Toastmasters day is semi-prepared. Table topics, absolutely unprepared. You have to think on your feet. See, there's a saying. If you do the thing that is fear, can anybody complain? The fear will disappear. Do the thing that is fear, and the fear will disappear. And if you think that speaking is on stage in front of people is something that scares you, do it. And let me also give you my favorite tip of how you can do that. Okay, what is the opposite of fear? Anybody? Anger. Anger is the opposite of fear. I'll tell you why. It's because when you're angry, that area of your brain which rationalizes things and holds you back, the enzymes and the chemicals that your brain produces, that area is numbed down. You become slightly irrational. This is exactly what happens when you consume alcohol. But I cannot recommend you alcohol and come to the club to be angry. Now, what does that mean? Am I telling you to beat up somebody? No. So what happens when you're in an angry state? Your blood pressure goes up a little bit. Your body heats up a little bit. Okay, and you are in a state that you're ready to bash up something. So you need to induce that kind of a physiology or whatever you call that into your mind. How do I do that? What has been my technique is that I jump on the spot 25 times. I do some boxing and I shout my name inside. I mean within me. I don't scream out, but it is not. If it is wrong, you say wrong. Whatever. What does that do? It just kickstarts you. It's that kick that is that old bike. Once that rationality portion is lulled down a little bit, then whatever for the next 2 minutes. That every topic is just so take my advice, time when you guys come over here, please keep coming to the Toastmasters Club, and even as a guest, 5, 6, 10 times, if you are undecided whether you want to join or not. Do it only after you have visited this place 10 times and still you think that no, this is not something that I want to do, then don't come. Okay. 10 times at least. Okay, don't leave before that. This is for everybody who I think can benefit from the mistakes or the learning path that I have had in my journey. So over to you.
Thank you. Hold on. I'm giving you an award. Yes. This was like an impromptu speech in itself. So best table topic speaker. Yeah. Okay, guesses for the best top 3 role player between the T-Mod, TTM and G. Why? He's sorry. Next guess. G, yes, G. Party. She just cut her call and came to the stage. Come. See what he's doing.
Thank
Good.
you.
Okay, best auxiliary role player between the tag team. Just because one guess went wrong doesn't mean that you stop guessing. Dheeraj already owes us 4 parties, right? All the gratitude things that he told us. So this one's the 5th one. Congratulations. Okay. Okay. Best speaker. Oh, batata. Why don't you bring the potato also? But why don't you bring the potato also first? I can see that it's already started germinating. Look there, look there. Gnocchi. Okay, best evaluator, this is a little awkward.
Not even evaluating.
Thank you. And that brings us to the end of meeting number 330. I will, yes. I bring the meeting to a close and we can gather for a group picture.